All right, guys, I'm going to show you my studio here. Have up some advertising on what we do. This is just a place that I can do different modalities. And so what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll kind of set up. I'll show you more of like the bioresonance scanning, what I do on the zero gravity chair. My coils have lasers set up over here, and basically, come on here, turn on a device, kind of just show you what I do. This may be like an hour long deal, just power up some stuff. This is my little thing. So I'll have some like nice 428 hertz going in the background, some music. So I have my devices set up here, and they're all mobile, laptops mobile. So I'll power on like my pad, and this pad comes with a lot of stuff that's on it. So I have that, but just to show you my stuff here, people want to know what it is that I do now. This would be part 2 of what I do. This is a photon headphone, as I said. It has an impedance of, these don't turn on, but these are LEDs. And it has enough of a circuit of the phonons, okay, that it passes through, it's called impedance, through your body. There's no music in there. And it goes through this box, AC, alternating current from the computer to the breakout box. And it has a ability, and I'll show you the other things that it does, but again, enjoy the ride here. So I'm gonna actually put it on myself. It goes on the left ear. This cable, it says, left and right. And so you put this on your left ear, and it's going to travel from one side of my head to the other. So it's frequencies. Electricity has frequencies. It could be either raw voltage, or it could be like Rife frequencies. So this is going to be shooting Rife frequencies through me. As you can see, this is my program. Excuse me. A little stuffy nose. Didn't plan to really talk and get this going, but clear my nose, and here we go. So what we got is a lot of stuff to scan. I want you to see I'm actually pressing down on the arrow, and we're just looking at all this stuff, right? Look at that. We just passed chakras. It's under C, A, B, C, D, F, G. But what this does, if you see over here, I'm really good at teaching this stuff, okay? So this is user-friendly understanding. If you go down, and I'm going quick, right? If your eyes can go as fast as that. Look at it, goes down to DNA, and then acupuncture stuff. Acupunctures. It goes, and then it starts going to parasite stuff, and it goes through all, it's even up to date to COVID. There's the COVID parasite, and that can run kill frequencies, okay? So what this is gonna do, and I'm gonna do it on myself, I'll just do this. You can select, and I'll move all of this stuff again to the top, and select a couple things. It'll let you select here, or you can do, and I'm not gonna show you the depth of this, but you can do different things like major organs, or you can do ultra scan, or you can do DNA, and it will select it for you. But I'm just gonna show you what this has, and we're gonna research. Now it's going through the headphones, and it's starting, that's not my head, obviously, it's a cartoon, but those frequencies are scanning different parts of the tissues, and I got a little paint on my hand, so don't mind that. It's scanning all of these things. And if you're to stop and, like, let's say, put your cursor over one of these things, you can go deeper and deeper into those tissues, or going all the way down to the ultra, to the DNA. But anyways, let's just stop it. Let's say I scan like 50 things. I could scan 3 things. You want a baseline, and I'm gonna pause. So my client's getting scanned right now, and bum, it's done. Okay, so we go here. It's as simple as this. Go to the very, very top of this scrolling thing. And here, look at good, good, bad, bad. This is this green dot, bad, bad. So now I know what to work on. So I'm going to uncheck. And there's a little curve to this. You got to go over here and go deselect. And then I can select for my client, or for me, I'm running it on myself, these bad things. Red, red, red. For instance, I'm just doing this quick. So what's that do? Now you go what's called auto meta therapy. We researched it, but now we're going to do meta therapy, and it will let you do 1 pass through, or you could do 5 meta therapies. Let's do 5. And now it's correcting it tens of thousands of frequencies, and you can see it's turning them yellow. We want them to turn yellow. 5 and 6 is acute and chronic, and we want to get them healthy. So what is 3 and 4? And you'll see 3 and 4 arrows here. Call these like the North Pole. And we'll go to the next scan, see if I can find any downward arrows. Right there, downward. These are, and it's correcting them. Right here, there's a downward arrow. That's like the South Pole. Okay, so what it actually shows it here under end spin, north and south. And what it's doing is it's calming those frequencies. Okay, now I'm going to stop. It's calming those frequencies. It's bringing them down into a Rife level. Okay, now that's not the only thing that it does after it performs all the meta therapies. You go to card index, and it brings up all of these scans. Now I scanned myself a little yesterday, but these are your energy levels. And I like to go to your energy to see what's your worst energy levels. Now I only did a little scan, but the more you get a baseline of things you scan, like this was the worst thing I scanned right here, the energy level. Okay, it shows energy here too. You can go, and those are like those little dots. And I have my thoracotomy, okay? So that's this right here, and it shows me a little picture of my that thing. So I can actually work on that. Boom, and I am. And you have all these things, pathology, allergens, we can go foods. These are called etalons, and there's thousands of these, of manufacturers all over the world, from Russia, Japan. This is like programs in itself. For instance, if I'm working on this, if I go to this guy, so this guy is called physiotherapy. Click on that. And we go to, and I'm going to click off anything else here, so it only brings up down here. This actually looks like there's other things selected, so I'm going to go to clear all of those, clear, and I'm going to select that again so I can only see this etalon. Yeah. And even me, I go, where is it? Okay, so here we go. It should be right here. Oh yeah, so it shows like picture, instead of your thoracotomy, it shows pictures of let's say a whole person. And if you click on it, you can actually do, I'm gonna run it on me, ultraviolet to red light therapy. It hits all of, through impedance, all of the red light. So if people do red light therapies, this is shooting frequencies in red light therapy, and you can do this over and over to different parts of the body as it's going. And see, it knows I need more ultraviolet because it's running impedance through this area. So that's just one of the etalons. But there's etalons, and I'm going to just really quick go into an etalon here of what this program has to offer and hit pathology. So here is my worst to my best going up this little chart of diseases. Now I say diseases because you could say everybody has all of these diseases. There's thousands of diseases, and they're all manifest through frequencies. That's why I don't use the word diseases anyways, is because they're really all bad frequencies. And this is how you find them. This manually default comes on this chart. Object, I'm gonna click that off so you can see this. So everybody that it scanned that's a healthy frequency is blue. 100,000 people that they have scanned with this. You or me are at this red line, and we want to match that blue line. So as you can see, there's a gap right here between the red and blue, and there's a gap between the red and blue here. It takes scalar energy. This program runs scalar energy to get it down to a healthy level. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, I want to show you this. There's a thing called optimum. This is where you should be in the Rife frequency here for your whole body. And this is from 1 to 8. It's like your feet to your head. So it's actually scanning throughout your entire body here through the baseline. And it's showing you a disease frequency, gastritis. You go on the next one, it'll show you different frequencies here. But you're looking for 1, where you're at in the red, 2, sorry for the camera shaking, 2, for where they're at in the blue, that's where you really want to be. But that's just a marker of where everyone needs to get, which is optimum in their body. This is an optimum body here for Rife, okay? So, but I want to show you something. If I just go here and I click on my down button here, I'm going to do that so you can see. It's going to scroll. And what I've learned to do is you look for really out of alignment frequencies, and I'll show you one. I'm just going to go. Now you can see, look at what's happening. They're not really spread apart. They are, and you can correct those. I'll show you how to do that. But if I keep scrolling, my thoracotomy, let's keep going. I'm going to find one for you. Let's keep going. Wait, what was that one? So there was a kind of, this one, I skipped down. Look at this one. It is separated from each other. And that's indicative of what they call in the program adenoma, cancer, polyps, things like that. And you would think that those were the frequencies you really need to work on, right? The first of all frequencies. And I mean, I just went through a bunch of frequencies, and you can do what I'm about to do to all of these frequencies, but you start to see this kind of stuff and you do this, reprint. So now it brings us to this page, and what I want to do is look at this. It's an exclamation mark. I want to invert. So what it means up here is this is bad. You don't want frequencies to be up here. You want them to be at this optimum level down here. So what I do is invert, and look what happens. It just flipped. The blue is at the top, and the red comes down. It's coming down from the top there. Now, once you press invert, it's going to print a Biofield. It prints, call it the whole spectrum of frequencies over into this cup. And this cup is AC, so it actually can pick up as well as take from the computer because it's got AC frequencies. And this you can put water in here. Matter of fact, I mean, I didn't get my bottle, but I have this little, tincture bottle, I forget what they call it, but they're like for doctors and stuff back in the day, you know, these little doctor bottles and stuff. It to me, you know, you can put water in here, and everything's based on, as like I said in my last video, water. So I'll put my distilled water in there. Now you can put paraben wax, you can put alcohol, you can do many things. You can put a stone in here and it will vibrate, and it's called imprinting. Now this is old school imprinting plate. You know, this is why people buy devices and they end up becoming obsolete. And you could put a beep headphone jack in here and run a frequency into this, and it will structure water, okay? Structure and imprint water or whatever you want on it. You could do a wristband of silicone or, you know, stones or whatever. But this is going to imprint this. Do you see what I'm saying? This is way stronger. Way stronger. than using just a beep, because this is a mathematical formula. And when it inverts this, it's inverting, let's say this is 5 hertz. Let's call that 5, just because it doesn't mean it, but that's 5. And then there's a math, 5.5 up here. And it's subtracting, 4, 3.5 here. And it's actually shooting, it's a scalar frequency. That's where the scalar comes. The north and south pole, south and north. Look at that, quantum. And it starts to bring down the spin. Here you go, spin. And that's how you get scalar energy. Okay, with that, this is plugged in here. Boom, plate. But you could also get, and has this function here of this knob, a Rife wand. So this if you hold it, will shoot out a little tens unit shock into your body, because it's tens unit. But I modded it out here to a key coil that breaks. My friend used to buy these and they break. And I know how to put together a coil, so I modded it out to a Rodin coil. And so this actually is connected to this old school Rife wand. I call this old school because even Royal Rife, his son, or grandson, I should say, Matt Rife, uses coils now, but they don't make coils for this system. I made it for the system, okay? So I actually placed this on my client, and I'm not gonna give you proprietary information of what else I do with this, unless you buy the system. I'll teach you, some stuff that you can do. But along with that, if once you scan somebody through the headphones that I'm wearing right now, it's already scanned, alternating current. You can take this wire, it's an extra add-on, which I do, plug it in where the headphones are, and now shoot through the headphones to this thing. And this I sell. I so happen to make this Orgone plate. So this is a superconductor. It's got epoxy, like key shavings, and super high-end terminated quartz crystal in it. It's to clean the energy. I put the stack on it. This is a Tesla oscillator that does low, like terahertz, frequencies, with a Biophilia coil, a Tesseract coil, a Lavorsky coil. I put a Lavorsky coil on this. And then you can actually put people's name, just their name on it. You can put on their picture, you can put on DNA, like their hair or their fingernails, and you can shoot out the prescription of this into scalar energy, and that I do quantum therapy over there. Meanwhile, they are over here, and I do zero gravity while they're close to that coil. Okay, so just proximity wise, this is what I do. But I have the coil on them, this coil, and I have the photon headphones on them. There I am in the background. Hello. Filming. And so they're getting therapy there. Meanwhile, I'm going to take off the headphones because I'm kind of done talking to you about this. There is behind here a huge, it's like a phone. On your phone, you have an EMF protector. That Orgone pyramid is cleaning all of this electricity. Somebody says, oh, you're on a, are you getting electrical interference? No. That Orgone pyramid is super, super, super high end and strong. This one I made. What is Orgone energy? I already showed you in the last video in part 1. But basically, this is how I start. I'm super fast at this too. Okay, I'm gonna exit. I can do lithotherapy. I always say lithography because I took a class in high school called that's printing on a plate. But let's see, I'm gonna clear everything and go to lithography. And you're gonna see this. Look at this. You can shoot the frequencies. Everything has a frequency. Gold, silver, these stones do. Matter of fact, there's foods from all over the world in phytotherapy in this etalon here. I'm gonna click on that and look at this. Do you ever take any of these supplements? Well, the frequencies are right there. You can take all these supplements On and on and on. I don't want to get too far into that because I'm not doing a training tutorial. I'm just showing you what this does. Now, this is my pad that after I'm done with that, now I can do this at the same time. It's just people, and there's other proprietary stuff I teach people once they, buy these tablets and stuff. But this is where I do my Rodin coil work. I do Rodin coil work and I do Tesla coil work. So they are actually getting radio frequencies, and you can take, do I have my tri-field tester? I have a tri-field tester on me that tests all this. I've showed in little clips how this works, but I have like devices like this. For people who buy, again, my stuff, I show them how this isn't on right now, but I can turn it on and I will. It's just, we're in 20 minutes and I'm long-winded. But this will spin in the 0 point. And what is that doing? Well, if you actually take this, as we showed in part 1, this is just a drum, a hand drum, and you put on that magnet onto that hand drum and set it on here, you'll hear, beep, 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 or whatever frequency. So this is just a test to show you these coils are working. My tri-field tester, as I've showed people in other videos, can go throughout this entire room, and this coil is actually hitting everybody. This is my amplifier. People, who buy my equipment, they're like, okay, what do you sell? This amplifier is 4 times stronger than most amplifiers on the market, which make this may as well be 4 times bigger. These are the coils that my friend used to buy. That's basically the same price as I charge for this, but look at this. It's already broken. He gives me these because he's like, dude, I just bought this $3,000 coil, and look that only winds one way. These wind both ways. So that's what I sell. And but anyways, these $3,000 things break, and I just take them. I haven't even modded this out for anything really, but yeah, it's junk because the connection broke. I know how to rewire that, so, but like, again, look it's just one winding, so I don't care for that even. I just leave it. But anyways, these work. What I do with these is I put them on my client, and then this is the software that I use. Let me go to, I use a bunch of different software, really 3 ones. And look at all these. I'm just going to scroll through them. These are all my frequencies I use. These are like planets. You got abundance. I'm just going to read them out. Adrenal, after the jab detox, anti-aging, ayahuasca, balance frequency, beauty, better mood, bones, spine, brain, nerves, brain waves, cancer, cardiovascular, chakra, children's health, clearing, cosmic frequencies. It goes into solfeggios, into Schumann resonance, la, 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 la. So this is really good. If you look at the tracks, this is like all the tracks in these albums, just on and 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 on. And I show you that tablet because I've logged into my other app using this. These ones I sell, but software's changed. But this one is, I just don't want to show you because it's got a crack. I dropped it, so get a screen protector for these. If I go to this program, you can actually save your own custom things in all these things. But programs, look at this. This is Rife list. Abdominal, abscesses. If you just put in like headache, acidosis, you could put in, Lyme disease, all of these things. They're there. So I don't know. People call me with Lyme. I'm just going to put in Lyme. Oh, so look at this. Lyme. Dude, you basically can find, I found the frequencies for everything. These are Rife lists. I'm going to go to Lyme and look at all these frequencies for Lyme. And now you can take this and loop it right here, boom, and be running it through these coils, Bluetooth. So like with my clients, I'm like over here, bop, 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 doing this, or you're for your husband or whatever, your family. And while I'm over here, Bluetooth not connected through a wire, this is over on you or your friend or whoever it is. And then it only has to be close to this. I'm not going to show you my Tesla coil. That's proprietary. I'm still going to make it on the market. And I've showed videos, little videos of my laser system. I probably won't sell these officially because lasers, there's like a FDA or something that doesn't want you to get the laser light in people's eyes, and you can get like sued for having that, selling it if you don't follow all the regulations of the Laser Federation or whoever they are. And but yeah, I take my coil and I also put like a crystal in here, and I stack it just kind of like my other device for my computer, my quantum computer. This is kind of like a quantum laser thing. And if you shine these lasers, I set this up, I can build these. These are 6 lasers running 2 opposite frequencies, like kind of like binaural, shooting it toward the photon to phonon to EMF to ultrasound. Again, shooting through distilled water. Again, water we talked about in the last video. It's a multi-stack. If you shoot that laser, I have a little solar panel right here, and I do this for tests, and I show people if I shoot this laser right here over into the solar panel, my speakers will pick it up. Now, again, I turned on my phone here right before I came. Usually during a session, I'll have music playing, like yoga music or something like that. If I shut off my lights here, I have, the mood lighting. I have some lights under there, but, lights just for relaxation and rest. And again, there is a lot of stuff that is proprietary that, again, if you buy the software, I'll teach you more about it, how to really couple this with people's bodies. There's some secrets there. I'm not going to give it all for free, but basically, I can say, and I'll kind of wrap up by saying, so you're saying, well, what does it really do, Tobias? Well, one, let's just talk about pathology. You're talking about all of these frequencies, that you're hitting in pathology, bam. All of these, and I'll scroll down. Boom, 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 boom. And then you can do things like adjust all. It will show you the worst. You can do auto scan, and it's going to scan the worst to the best there. So you can work on that. So I'll do pathology. You can also do, as I said before, exit, cancel. This is big for people. Detoxing let's go one more. Oops. Here. Research is if, like I said at the bottom, you do the parasite cleanse or acupuncture. But I'm just saying acupuncture, there's different, these are all parasites. People love kill frequencies, right? Not am I just doing scalar inversions and stuff. I'm just straight up killing frequencies, kill frequencies. That's another thing. But like I said in the last video with structuring water is its own thing, because what you're really doing, like per se, and I don't want to tell you proprietary information with this, but one of the programs that I have on my pad, it lets you do cymatics. Let's just say cymatics, all Rife frequencies, any Rife frequency that we found on that pad. I can make that Rife frequency or the cymatics into scalar energy on the pad, and that's what I teach actually on the pad. And the scalar energy is, I'm not going to say heal because, this is being recorded, but this is bringing well-being to the point where your body is structuring and it's turning on. It's in training. It's getting sympathetic to a preventative health, okay? And in the sense of, we'll just call it music. I'm not going to say this is, I'm not going to use those words that mainstream uses for dis-eases, but it will also PEMF, boom, 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 boom. This program that I have in here is a PEMF, scalar, and Rife frequency. I'll just show you what it looks like here. So this is where you can plug in, like there's a cymatic frequency. It also does burst, right? So PEMF. And it's a mathematical thing. It's very easy. I teach people how to use this. So you got your frequency. Whatever it is. It could be for Lyme disease. It could be for anything. It will let you do burst, and then it will let you cancel and do scalar energy on 2 different frequencies. Not binaural, it's scalar. And that right there, running these coils, I run it through the Tesla coil, I run it through my lasers, I run it through that pad can run through it all. I could mod these out to actually work with my computer, but the amplifier isn't strong. This makes really strong power. Everything is amplified by its own analog amplifier. It's not some digital amplifier. This is a powerful thing. So I run my coils and stuff so I can really, really, really get those frequencies in the body. So anyways, it's been 31 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed those things. Other than that, like people talk about plasma in the future. When I do make my Tesla coils, they are a higher frequency than the touch plasma. This is real Tesla high-end plasma frequencies, and it's going to be a biocharger. And it's going to run on the pad too. It's not, so there's a thing called out there, the biocharger, and it's a $17,000 piece of equipment. And I'm going to make a smaller version and make it less expensive, but it's going to be a all, powerful Tesla coil. So look forward to that in the future. This is kind of just a rundown on my smaller like shorts and stuff. I show the coil and how it's magnetic. There's the magnet. This is a tri-field tester. The Tesla coil is radio frequencies. You can test the devices. If you take these headphones on, put them on and off, it stops the program. If I let me just show you that. I have the headphones. They're on. I'm gonna go. Let's click some parasite stuff. I'm gonna research that. It's finding them. These should be black. We actually want to get them to be that. If they're healthy, that's actually not good. We want to kill these. Let me pick a couple of it. I just wanted to show you what happens here. So watch this. I'm running it. I'm going to take these off. Okay, taking them off. Boom. Look what happens. Bioinductor is out of order. These things work, and it shows you that right there. That's a scientific test right there that these are working. I also, when I have this on, maybe I'll show you that right now. Matter of fact, let me actually get these to work again. I'm gonna just kind of plug and play this and get this to work. Abort. I'm gonna go resume. All right, I'm scanning. And I'm going to do some methatherapy. So I modded this out, right? This is my quad. This is coming through here. I'm going to run a therapy on myself. I have this on me. I'm going to take my tri-field tester right here, turn it on, and I'll show you scientifically how this works. I'm going to go metatherapy. I'm going to run, 5 metatherapies. Boom, it's running. Now listen to this. Here, let me turn it up. Yeah. You see how the numbers are changing? If it was the same frequency, it would just be like 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. This is doing 12, 6, 7, 4, 5. So it's shooting out these frequencies. That's how I know this thing works. This is verifiable science. And I hope you enjoyed this video because, what we do here isn't some of this other fake stuff that's out there or some of the cheaper stuff. So like I've bought these devices, vortex devices. I've bought, these devices here. I've thrown away devices, actually, literally, I would show you them. But like that frequency plate, a lot of this stuff you can spend a lot of money on, but this is the latest. This stuff works. And so I encourage you to be confident when you purchase these things that you're getting stuff that works. Anyways, let me turn it around. I wish I could just, on this, be a screen that I could turn around. I'm going to take these off and watch. That actually stops. Oh, it is off for a bit. It doesn't realize that it stopped, but yeah. It starts to freak out. I think what it's trying to scan is some of the frequencies through. Oh, I'm doing metatherapy, that's why. It's just shooting it out. But yeah, you can see it starts to glitch. Sorry. What did I do with my screen? All right, I'm going to turn it around. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you learned something here, what I do, how this stuff works. I could keep going into the science of it, which, again, I've showed you on other little videos about the Rodin coils. If you really want to do some more Rodin coil videos on the tri-field tester and the thing spinning and the music coming out of it, just like in the first video, I'll do it. But other than that, I could go into more, but get in contact with me, get our equipment. We sell the this laptop with the software on it, with this, all this stuff. I don't sell these modded out unless you really, really, really want it. I can hook up the laser to this. I can hook up a Tesla coil to this. I don't really do, nobody does it. It's because I make it. But I suggest you get that computer so you can find out what your frequencies and how they're off, and to get a pad and this. And again, this is very, very, very powerful. So we sell a package for the coil, the amplifier, and we sell tablets. So with that, I'm getting a call right now. I may as well go. Love you guys. Look forward to hearing from you and speaking with you guys, and you guys doing this for yourself and for other people. And let me tell you, when you just get one of these things that work, you're going to want it all that works. So that's all I have. Thank you.